What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Marathon. Right now it is 5:50 a.m. on Tuesday, January 22nd, and we are currently 104 days away from the race. Okay, now that's all well and good. We still have a long way to go, essentially. Today was supposed to be a speed workout, and the speed workout really wasn't an interval workout like I've done a couple weeks ago. Today was supposed to be finding our heart rate zones to run in. You see, there's a lot of disagreement, if you will, over the heart rate zones that you should run in for endurance running. How do you figure out those zones? There's a generic formula, and then there's a little bit more of a test that running coaches actually prefer to use. Today we were going to do the test and then compare and contrast which numbers we were going to use for our running. Okay, the reason being is that most of our runs have to be our endurance runs on Saturday specifically have to be in zone 2. Well, what's zone 2? Define zone 2. Well, zone 2 is a heart rate where your body is basically getting into that aerobic state, but it's not overly active. You can still have a conversation while running. So your body, you're getting your body to burn more fat than carbs for energy. As you get higher up in the anaerobic areas and the higher aerobic areas, your body tends to burn more carbs than fat for energy. And if you get to that point, and your body's, you get to race day and your body's burning, is used to burning fat more than carbs, you're gonna have a much better race. Okay, so today we're gonna figure out what those zones were. Unfortunately, we ran into a little bit of an issue. See, I live in Florida. And that's the current weather situation. So, what the fuck is that? Damn bug. Anyway, so we're not running outside right now. Let me wipe this. So right now an outdoor run is out of the question. And I don't really want to go to the gym to use the treadmill right now, although I may have to. I'm deciding if I want to use the treadmill now or lift weights first. So let me wake up and we'll figure that out. Alright, so the general consensus is that I'm going to run later today to do this test. I just finished my pre-workout. While I'm here though, I wanted to talk to you about heart rate zones and why identifying your zones is going to be crucial for your training, specifically my training for me. Okay, now there's two different ways we can do this according to a lot of running coaches. One is a very basic generic way that only some people like. One is a little bit more advanced scientific-y way that some people like. I'm going to get both sets of numbers. That's my goal for today, to get both sets of numbers and identify which version I like and which version I want to run with as far as my training. Because I do want to do my endurance training using my heart rate, okay? Level of effort and just kind of guessing at times based on how I want to run. Not exactly going to work out that as well in my favor. I mean, I don't want to push that because I've never done a marathon. I want to make sure that my endurance runs are endurance-y. Okay, so the first method that we can use to identify our max heart rate so that we can break out our running zones is 220 minus your age. Now, if I do that with my age, 220 minus 40, because that's how old I'll be in a month, so why not use that age, equals 180. So right now, according to this formula, 180 is my max heart rate. Now, we have to break out our 5 running zones, and they are as follows. Okay, so the running zones 1 through 5 are the certain percentages of your max heart rate. So zone 1 would be 75 to 80% of your max heart rate. Zone 2 would be 80 to 85. 3 would be 85 to 90, 4 would be 90 to 95, and 5 would be 95 to 100% of your max heart rate. Now, we want to do most of our training in zone 2. Okay? Why? Because that is the endurance zone. That's the one that's going to help us build a lot of that endurance while still getting in the work, and it's going to help our body transition into burning more fat for fuel than carbs. It's still going to burn carbs, it's still going to burn fat. That's how your body works. But if we can get the body used to burning more fat than carbs for energy on those long endurance runs, that's going to be better for us long term when we get to that race. If we go into above 3, 4, and 5, our body tends to burn carbs more than fat, and that means we have to have more food on us on the run. We're not going to be able to run as long because we're going to run out of glycogen stores. So that means we're going to have to keep inputting carbohydrates to actually get our body to function during the race, and that could cause GI issues, which could end your day. And after this much training and this much traveling to get to that race, I'm not sure I really want to do that. So I am going to take the approach to do all my endurance runs as close to zone 2 as possible. But what are my heart rate zones for zone 2? Well, if I break out the math, they are as follows. To break out these zones, I'm going to break out my calculator. So 180 times 0.8. So the low end of my zone is 144 beats per minute, and 180 times 0.85 is 153. So my zone 2 heart rate, according to this formula, is 144 to 153. Now that's pretty solid because I'm pretty sure my numbers can fit. I'm sure I can maintain that pretty well. If you look back at my endurance runs, which I'm not going to right now, I think a lot of them have been in like the low 150 or low to mid 150s as an average heart rate. So, okay, cool. Now, we're going for average heart rate, not like in the moment heart rate, just because average heart rate is going to eventually tell, there's going to be times you're going to go up a hill and your heart rate's going to beat faster, then you got to calm it back down. We do have other factors that are going to help determine our heart rate. Heat and humidity. I live in Florida in the middle of the summer, and it's hot and humid almost all the time. So heat and humidity are going to play a big role in the heart rate. So if I go above my zone, I'm not going to cry too much because I'm going to have to look at the weather to say, okay, this is why I went above the zone. See, when it's hot and humid, your body has to work a little harder to cool itself down. And that means your heart's going to pump blood a little bit harder, a little bit faster through your body. And if it's hot and humid, your heart rate's going to pump, could go out of those zones. So on my runs, not only do I have to watch my heart rate, but I have to make sure that I can still talk while I'm running. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to talk like this, but if I can have a talk in between breaths and keep going like that, and have a general, just feel really good, then I'm in a better spot. And I just have to understand that heat and humidity are probably going to bump up my heart rate about 10%. It's on average. It's just a generalization. So for you running coaches out there, don't be like, well, your heart rate's on, I don't care. I'm generalizing. I'm not even giving a full official fitness advice. Don't crucify me. Now, the other way we could test our max heart rate and try to figure out our zones is by doing the lactate threshold test, which is what we were going to do today. Let me head to the gym and we'll talk a little bit more about that. In an unexpected turn of events, it stopped raining outside. So before, when I was recording that last clip, it was raining pretty heavily. I just went outside to take the trash after the curb, and it's not raining. So I'm going to go ahead and do the speed lactate threshold test now. Then I'll come back and talk to you about what I did, why I did it. All right, so give me a few minutes because I'm going to be gone about 20 minutes or so. It's 6:45 right now. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, what's going on, guys? So I am done running. Obviously, I did not record right away after running. I've changed. I've showered. I've done a lot of different things. I've been on work phone calls. I've done some meetings. But I wanted to talk about today's run. If this stupid lens would stop fogging up. But it's Florida, I guess, during the rain season, so it's going to fog every now and again. Did my run. It sucked. It hurt. It was not fun at all. But let me get to today's stats. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to show you up on the screen right about now that I did do a 1 mile run and a 20-minute run separately so that the two heart rates would not be combined. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we're going to look at the 20-minute run. Right there you can see the 20-minute run. And today's heart rate was, the average heart rate was 162 with a max of 168. Now, if we go by the lactate threshold formula that I've linked up here so you can get a better view of, or a better sense of what I'm talking about, it says take your average heart rate, which is what, 162, and subtract 5%. Well, that would bring me down to like 157, 154, 157-ish. Then you find your different zones starting from there. That becomes your max heart rate. So I think it's 154, 153.9. I've done the math before. And then you take your 85 to 90% zone for zone 2 from that. Now that would put me in a heart rate zone of 130 to 139. It's a little low considering my last like 6 endurance runs, my 6 long distance slow runs have had an average heart rate of about 155. So if I'm looking at practicality here, the 130 to 139 run or heart rate zone is gonna be a little bit too low for where I'm at this point in my training. Maybe down the road as I get to be a better athlete and a more conditioned athlete and a better endurance athlete, I can drop that down and use the different zone. But comparing the Maffetone method, the 220 minus your age, and the lactate threshold method, I fit perfectly into the Maffetone method. So we're going to take the Maffetone method from here on out. So all my long runs going forward, as they have been, are going to continue to be in the 150 to 159 or 160 something range. I think it's 150 to 159 range because that is where I am currently falling right now. So that's ideal. That's where we're at. I'm going to go do some work before I hit the gym. I'm going to stay home and do back and biceps today in the garage. So I will take you around for that. But as far as today's run, I'm hurting. I did the same thing yesterday essentially. Just only for 16 minutes, not 20, which kind of sucked, but today was not fun at all. Plus, it was raining this morning, and when I ran this morning, it was 100% humidity. How you run in 100% humidity is beyond me. That's kind of why I'm glad I did it before the sun, it really started to heat everything up. But yeah, it was not fun today, so I'm going to go defog this lens and get to work and do some things online for my job because I kind of have to get paid and keep doing that. But I will check back in later when we hit the gym. All right, so it has been a hectic day. A lot of things happening today, and I don't really know why. It just seemed to be busy all of a sudden for a little bit there. But I finished my shake for lunch, and man, we got some new stuff just released today. So if you know me, you follow me, you know I'm a big fan of Oreo cookies, right? In fact, I always have at least one pack of Oreos in the house, right? 2 cookies, 1 serving, 140 calories, right? Not exactly diet, nutrition friendly until today, okay? Now, Beachbody is always looking to release new flavors of product and, different flavors, just kind of make things enjoyable. We have probably about 6 or 7 different flavors of our nutrition shake. We have, just sample, seasonal flavors. We have regular flavors, but we just got a new flavor, a permanent new flavor into the repertoire starting today. And I already ordered it, so it's coming soon. You get this. Yes, cookies and cream Shakeology. I'm happy, so I'm praying. I can't wait till it gets here. In 5 to 7 business days from the time it ships, I will get it. It'll probably be in one of the next episodes of the vlog, the initial taste test, but it's Oreo cookies flavored. Okay, there are no cookies in it. It's not like Ghost, unfortunately, who puts actual cookie crumbles in their protein powder. Good on you for that, Ghost. The chocolate chip protein powder, the Chips Ahoy protein powder, spot on cookies and milk. and it even gives you the little crumbles of Chips Ahoy cookies. But we didn't do that. We're a little bit healthier. We're focusing on the health and the superfood nutrition and the good flavors, no artificial sweeteners, etc., etc., etc. And an entire glass. If you were to make it with water, okay, not many people make it with water. You really need to be a seasoned vet to make it with water. But if you just made it with water and a scoop of the shake, 160 calories, you're getting way more nutrients than 2 Oreo cookies for 140 calories. So it's worth it to me. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys an update. It won't be long. It's about 1:05 right now. I gotta take Kenzie to work soon, and then we'll be going to the gym after Connie gets home. So probably about 5 o'clock we'll hit the gym tonight. Maybe a little bit earlier if we're lucky. Like I said, I might just go in the garage gym, knock it out. This way I'm here. I don't have to worry about Gigi doing anything, and then we can finish Fast 5, get on to Fast and Furious 6 after dinner, because we are watching the Fast and Furious movies in proper order before Fast 9 releases on Friday. We are going to see it Friday night in theaters. So that is what we're doing now. Again, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I have about 2 more hours to go until I'm in the gym, or I have to take Kenzie to work, and then I'll be going to the gym. But that's my day so far. Not really too crazy. And this camera on this tripod, like, you would think this GorillaPod thing, I don't think it's a Joby. If it is, I want my money back. This is trash. Like, it's already, like, yeah, it's already shaking and everything. So I ordered a new one yesterday. Different brand, different company. I've seen a lot of vloggers using it, so hopefully we'll have a better tripod situation coming up in the near future. And yeah, so I'm gonna get back to work, but that is the update as of now. Alright, what's up, guys? It is currently 3:17 in the afternoon. I'm about done with work for the day, and that means I gotta go in the gym and hit up a back workout. So we're about to just take this pre-workout while I finish up whatever I have to do on the computer, and then it's all business in the gym. So we're gonna go in the garage. It's hot, it's humid, and those are the best conditions for me because I like to sweat. I need to sweat and keep that water weight down because I hold water weight so bad. I might do a little extra. I might take a little extra time because I had extra Oreos today. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna finish up. 2 scoops of Energize. You know how it is. Energize, lemon lime, absolute favorite pre-workout that I take, and I've taken quite a few. I have like 3 different pre-workouts on the counter right now. 2 of them are mine, 2 of them are my wife's. So there's 4 different flavors, 3 different brands. Ghost is normally my backup. Energize is there because it runs out quick, and then my wife uses Ghost and Bang. I'm not a big fan of Bang. I don't like their whole vibe, whatever, but people love their shit, and you know, it is what it is. I like this stuff. This is my go-to. You know, for years it's always been my go-to pre-workout. It just, you know, it's effective. It's, again, when they did their clinical trials on it, they did it on cyclists, not bodybuilders, not, you know, there's no pump agent in it. They did it on cyclists over a 30, 60, 90-minute period. And I wish I could find that clinical test trial where they talk about it, but I can't. I've looked for it over the past few years. But anyway, I'm not going to really talk to you guys about that. I am going to head to the gym as soon as this kicks in. I got my BCAAs in the refrigerator from this morning, and I will check back in with you in a bit. All right, so that's the end of the workout. Nothing special. I mean, it's not like some groundbreaking workout that everybody in the world should be doing. It was a simple pull workout, you know, focusing on, I think today was with, because it was pull downs. So it was with a little bit of biceps. I only hit biceps a little bit because I know you also hit them doing back. This is just something to just, you know, keep my, you know, this whole workout that I've been doing, this whole strength workout is over in a couple weeks. But its whole focus is to just hit the major muscle groups and a little bit of touching up on the secondary supporting muscles. So, I mean, it's very heavy chest, back, legs, and then there's a little bit of biceps, shoulders, triceps in there. So that's the whole purpose of this workout, is just to kind of give you something to do 6 days a week so that you're working each muscle group 2 days a week, but giving it ample rest time to actually get everything done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up, shower, because clearly I am just disgusting. I mean, look at this. I mean, there's a dry spot there, which somehow, but yeah, so I'm gonna go finish this workout and then we're gonna get back to watch, I'm gonna go shower, then we're gonna get back to watching movies and probably have a little bit of a dinner break. I've got chicken, rice, broccoli, and cauliflower, you know, and I know it's like the typical bro dinner, but I don't care, I like it. It's simple, it's easy, helps me stay on plan. I've got 15 more weeks and then I can kind of go off plan for a little while. It is what it is, right? So, I mean, I took a week off, I'm back on plan. I gotta get results and I got 15 and a half weeks to do it. So I can do it for 15 weeks. So my next cheat day is gonna be on July 16th anyway. So, I mean, I have like 3.5 weeks till then. So let me go ahead and finish up. I know it's the third time I've said this, but I'm gonna finish up this workout. I'm gonna finish up showering, clean off, dry up, and then I'm gonna go and relax for the rest of the night with the wife. We're gonna end this video here as I enjoy my little rice cake, ice cream, and peanut butter snack. This is so good. And I have one of these every night. This is probably less than 200 calories right here. It's a great way to get your sweet tooth and your kind of healthy foods all at the same time. And it's gonna help me fuel it for tomorrow. So that's gonna be the episode this week. We'll see what happens in the next one. I don't even know what I'm going to record next time, but I'm going to record something. So we will keep you up to date. 15 and a half weeks to go. I think there's 104 days as of right now until the marathon. It's gonna be a long, fun, hot, shitty journey all at the same time, but I can't wait. See you guys in the next episode.